All right, it's day 0. We're at Cordova. So today's tech day. Everybody's getting teched in. Track will probably go hot about 2 o'clock for some testing. But main things to try and get everybody through tech as quick as possible, because tech is a pain in the butt. We all hate it. So we've done a lot of things to try and speed that up. Hopefully they all pay off. And then we'll get right to some testing, and you guys can see the burnouts, some rock and roll music, and other cool stuff. Thanks for watching.
Ed Enzer from Sheridan, Illinois, one of my home tracks here at Cordova. It's a 85 Mustang, just a naturally aspirated deal, something that I come across with motor-wise. It's actually an old nitrous motor that, see, the key here for this week is just to see if the car will drive. If the car drives, I'm satisfied. I'm not so sure about the motor, but I got different motors to play with the car with. But basically just come here and shake it down, see what we can do. It's only been a quarter mile one time, and that was last week. I played with it last year, 8th mile racing, but basically you can call it just for the adventure. See what we can do and see if it survives, that's a plus. But if I can even get to Byron, I'm half-ass satisfied, because to be honest with you, this just got finished last week, and it's been a hard 3 months, so we'll see. And all we can do is hope for the best. And weather's gonna be hot, really wouldn't be the ideal situation for a naturally aspirated car, but it doesn't matter. I'm just here to see if the car drives. The car drives, I'll be doing something else with it. So literally just finished it and never driven it down the road yet. So tomorrow will be the first day, but that's part of the fun. If you can get through it and manage it, then I know I got something I can work with. But for right now, take one day at a time.
Oh, hey guys, have you subscribed to Sick the Mag? It is the magazine for the drag and drive community. If you haven't subscribed yet, get over to sickthemag.com. Subscribe now. It's more like a book than a magazine. Check it out.
My name's Tony Wisman. I'm from West Liberty, Iowa. This is my 1969 Dodge Dart GT. Bought it be 12 years ago, June 15th. It's a 440 cast iron block, 68 block, cast iron heads, 871 blower, full interior car, factory bucket seats, headliner, carpet, the fenders, the doors, the deck lid, everything are the ones that came on it in 1969. Can't thank Hot Rods by Havlik enough up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. They're the ones that built this car, and they've been helping me non-stop for the last 6 months to try to, piece it here and there and finding out how much stuff I was missing. So yep, it's really coming together. We finished it at 1:30 this morning, drove it 1 block down, 1 block back, and we loaded it up, and now we're here. So we don't have reverse, and we're having starter issues, but we're hoping to get those fixed once we get through tech.
So we are at day 0 of the inaugural Six Summer. I think we have a whole 6 series happening at this point. We have the 55 here and ready. We are in tech line, and we are getting ready to make test passes later today. But something I really enjoy that's going on right now is how there's the donation for the VIP lane, which goes to a good cause. So it's like win-win of smoothing out tech. Tech is like super great right now. It looks like in all the areas, good team, looks like it's running really well. So I'm really liking the whole atmosphere of the event right now. We were just talking, it's super laid back. Sometimes, it's just like hectic, get in, it's crazy, but I'm liking it so far. So I think it's gonna be a great week. We were at NHRA Chicago a couple weeks ago. There was a whole fiasco leading up to that where we blew the doors off, had to fix the doors, had an engine issue, had to go to Steve Morris and get new rods with new pistons. And then we got home and we're like, what is that knock? Found another issue. We'll get into the details, but anyways, got it fixed, and I feel really confident that we've got a lot figured out on the car, and I think it's gonna run good. Hopefully make some 8th mile hits today, just get a feel for it and hope for a good week.
and gentlemen.
All right, guys, there's lots of guesses on who's going to drive the gasser. We're ready to announce who. So obviously, if you guess now, it's no good anymore. So, but I believe there was one person that I know of that got it right. So they're going to get a swag bag. So here are your drivers.
What a privilege this is to get to drive this car with her for this event. I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, that's you're at the top of the heap there, you know what I mean?
First time, yep. But I have some good people in my corner, some good help, so looking forward to it.
She's gonna do just great. She's driven a few times around here. She knows exactly what to do. She's had plenty of good teachers all around to show her and tell her. She's gonna do just fine. By week's end to say, man, how many years you been doing this?
We made it. The 57 is here. It's running. It's driving. We got everything to do on the list that we needed to do. Things are looking good. I'm really excited for this week. A little nervous. The nerves are starting to kick in. I have never driven on a racetrack before, so this will be my first time, but I am really looking forward to it. The previous owner said he was running high 11s, so that would probably be the fastest I could go, but I don't know, I'm gonna guess maybe like a 14 or a 15 for my first pass or something like that. Slower for sure, but gotta start somewhere.
We got here last night. Got first time sleeping basically in a week. Luckily you don't have to have the car running for tech, so we had our turn signals working, brake lights working, headlights working, horn working, and that got us through tech. So now we got to go finish or completely wire the engine harness, do starter, alignment, basically get the thing actually running, because right now it does not run. So we have till 6 p.m. tomorrow to make a pass.
And where's the car off to?
It's going to a Motion Raceworks facility because they have a lift and it's inside. And they know what they're doing. Our plan is to be here before driver's meeting with the car, whether or not it's running. And then any little stuff we can get the car running before 6 here.
My name is Rich Bellman. I've got this 69 Pontiac Firebird. It's a 42 Pontiac. It's a real Pontiac engine, Pontiac architecture. It's a F1A94 supercharger. It makes about 20 pounds of boost. Had sick week this past year in 2023. We were running 9.0s, about 155 miles an hour. We're shooting for the 8s. We've really been trying hard to get in the 8s, and we're gonna make it happen here. I had a Hertz cylinder, number 1 cylinder. We had to take the whole motor apart here the last week. Re-ringed it, went over the whole inside. All the bearings looked like brand new. It's all back together. We made a few adjustments, a few modifications, different set of rocker arms, and now we're hoping to make more power.
somewhere down the road, I got to get this thing down the track without breaking everything that I have. So that is my goal. All I want to do is not break stuff. I will be happy if I not break stuff. So I completed the first sick week, even after breaking 2 transmissions. Then last sick week, you know, I mean, I tried turning it up and just broke everything. And I really probably just should have slowed it down, I guess. But you know, you want to win. So now I'm like, okay, everything's new, everything's right, as far as I know, and then I'm just going to just go down the track. I just want to go down the track. I actually had some guy online said, you're embarrassing yourself, you should just slow the car down. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? You can't just like slow the car down. But I do want to get down the track. So the track is probably a little marginal, so I'll just slow it down so I can make sure I go down the track. But you know, I'm not going to turn it into a 7-second car or something. But I am doing that right now.
Well, isn't it so good that the internet comment section knows more than you do?
It is, yes, I know. I learned so much. Sometimes I do.
When I come to any event, it's always to win and go faster than I've been before, you know. You want to obviously do as good as you can, and if I can get a personal best, that's, you know, icing on the cake. But I mean, sick week, I ended up breaking a gear vendor and then it broke the engine, so I got my old engine back in it, which was a lot more reliable. We'll see how it does this time, but it's always been good to us. Yeah, so that's pretty much the only changes. Just injectors are a little different, so we're going to go out and make like a 330 shot and make sure everything looks good, and then hopefully we can make it at least a half track later today. All right, that's a wrap on day 0. So Lots of testing hot though. Track temperature the one time when I was up there was 130 degrees, so it was a hot track. People were struggling to get down. Alex did make it down very end of the day, so she was the fast pass of the day. I guess you got to watch see how fast she went.
He was making fun of me 5 seconds before that.
So no, I wasn't. I was congratulating you in a different way. So, geez, she gets so full of herself sometimes. Just kidding. But either way, so it was a great day. So everybody got through tech. Tech went smooth, seamless. I think tech was over by 1 o'clock. So that was all awesome. Everybody got to racing. EJ got to make her first pass. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, her co-pilot is with her, who's also a pilot. So you got 2 pilots and 2 co-pilots. So, okay, when you guys leave the track tomorrow, have you already drawn straws? Who's driving first? Who's riding?
Well, ladies first.
All right, well, who's going down the track first? Who's going down the track second tomorrow?
Ladies first.
There you go, Sam, always a consummate gentleman. So
Come back.
So EJ's first down the track. EJ gets the first leg of the drive. Sam, but your bedtime's 8 o'clock. What if you guys are on the road after 8?
I get to stay up late one night.
All right, I'm just saying, you can't fall asleep at the wheel. Maybe you should take the first one.
Is he really awake? I don't know. Yeah.
And that's it, Cordova Day 0, so we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. One more time. We are not getting a continuous fire.
Got teched in this morning. Then we came to Motion Raceworks facility, put the car up on jack stands. We did an entire engine harness. Figured out a starter shim. Still doesn't seem quite right, but look at that a little bit more. We had an alignment to do tonight. Did the fire system a little bit. First time trying to fire it up since the wreck at sick week, and we changed map sensor because it was bad. So now trying to find out what map sensor it is to hopefully get the car running.